Well, welcome to the very last lesson of the Complete Beginner's Guide to Mandolin. This is a bit of a graduation ceremony of sorts because if you stuck with me through all 17 videos, congratulations, that's not a small accomplishment. We've learned so much together. You might have even gone to your first jam and gotten to try all this stuff out, but you might be asking already, what's next, right? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in this video. I just want to share some further learning resources with you so you know how to keep going, how to keep progressing, how to keep enjoying the mandolin. So first up is the idea of listening to mandolin music. And this is an underrated aspect of getting better. I think sometimes listening to music is even more important than practicing because by listening to other great mandolin players, you get an idea of what's possible and you get inspired to keep playing and keep learning. And obviously you can't really be going to a music festival or a live show and hearing these mandolin players play in person, but it's also really beneficial to listen to recorded mandolin work. And if you're looking for some really good mandolin players to listen to, I've actually compiled this playlist to go along with this series here. I'm dropping a link in the description below. You can check out some of my favorite players there. Also, if you're looking for a more thorough list of who I'd recommend listening to and what records of theirs that I like, I've actually got a 3-page discography list at the end of our handbook over on Patreon. There's so many great players and recordings on that list. You're going to learn so much just by digging in and listening to what's out there. Even if you just pick a new artist or a new record a week and try to listen to it on your daily commute or on your walk, it's all gonna be really beneficial. Another great step here is just to read a lot more about music, right? There's so many other mandolin method books out there. You know, take your pick of a few and go through them and see what new things you can learn from them. There's also some great books on music psychology that might help with performance and memorization of music. There's music theory books that can help us understand the relationships in music better. There's also exercise books that can help us facilitate our learning of the mandolin even better too. So much stuff out there. At the very end of our PDF handbook over on Patreon, I've got a recommended reading list with a list of books that I'd suggest checking out for further education. Which brings us to our third next step, which is just watch a bunch more mandolin videos, right? If you're watching up to this point in this series, chances are you probably already know the YouTube mandolin scene pretty well, but if you're looking for suggestions, you can always check out stuff by Banjo Ben or Peghead Nation or Artist Works or any other number of YouTubers out there. And if by some chance you really like these videos that we did here in the beginner series, you can check out my channel for a bunch more lessons like it. We look at a lot of repertoire in the old time and bluegrass traditions at various different levels. We go through mandolin technique, mandolin setup, mandolin gear, mandolin tech, all sorts of stuff. And there's new lessons being posted every week, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. And that brings us to our fourth next step here, which is joining a learning music community. This one's really important, but it can take a lot of different forms. This could mean that you go to the same bluegrass festival every year and you jam with the same people and learn the same tunes so that you're inspired to keep playing. Or you could go to the same mandolin workshop every summer and get to hang out with the students there, learn from different teachers, and be a part of that inspiring environment. You also get this from the jam, right? You get to know the same people who come to that jam every week, and you get to learn the same tunes and you have some accountability to keep you inspired. But if none of that's a possibility for you, there's tons of options online. And first up, I'd recommend just signing up for some online lessons with an instructor. There's so many amazing online mandolin instructors out there right now. I feel kind of bad about putting my hat in the ring, but if you're interested in meeting with me for some private lessons, I've got a link in the description below that you can check out. Or another option is to join one of those many thriving online mandolin communities out there. I mentioned Peghead Nation, Artist Works, Banjo Ben. Also, I've got this Patreon page, right? If you're a part of it already, you probably know there's tons of stuff going on over there. And one of my favorite things about this Patreon page is our Discord hangout, where basically it's just this big text thread of all the patrons on the site getting to hang out, getting to nerd out about mandolins, and inspiring each other to keep playing and trying new things. And for all you folks who have already signed up there, I just can't thank you enough for becoming a part of this community. It's so much fun hanging out with you guys. I hope you're enjoying all the resources over there, and there's lots more coming soon. Which brings us to our very last next step, which is just to enjoy playing the mandolin. It may seem pretty obvious, right? But if we're not enjoying playing the mandolin, then we probably won't play the mandolin as much, and we won't be consistently getting that 1% better like we talked about before. So whatever you can do to make playing mandolin enjoyable is really the secret to success for a long-lasting relationship with this instrument. If you can enjoy playing the mandolin, then you've already won the battle. Well, there we go. We've come to the complete end of the Complete Beginner's Guide to Mandolin. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had a lot of fun doing this. I hope you enjoyed the videos, and be sure to stay in touch. Leave a comment below if you want to, subscribe, like, join us over on social media or on Patreon, and I'll look forward to hearing from you guys soon. I'm so excited to see where this journey with the mandolin takes you, and until then, happy picking.